So this is our absorption factor. So let's take, if 100% lumen out from the source and 70%, 30% lumen get absorbed by the snow or smokes. So we get only 70% of lumen. So the absorption factor will become 0.7 or less than 1. तो स्टूडेंट इसमें कुछ नहीं है, क्योंकि हर जगह जब लाइट एटमॉस्फेयर में आती है तो डिफरेंट डिफरेंट जो हमारे एनवायरनमेंट है उससे इंटरेक्ट होती है, और उसकी वजह से क्या होता है, जैसे स्नो स्मोक्स ये करते हैं, कुछ लाइट को एब्जॉर्ब कर लेते हैं, तो जो टोटल अमाउंट ऑफ लाइट होती है उसकी वैल्यू कुछ रिड्यूस हो जाती है, जिसकी वजह से एब्जॉर्प्शन फैक्टर मेरा क्या हो जाता है, इट विल रिड्यूस्ड। ठीक, तो इसमें कुछ नहीं है, इन सारी डेफिनेशंस को जितनी मैंने डिस्कस करी है अब तक, बस आपको रिवाइज करना है। एक जगह आप नोट कर लीजिएगा अपने नोट्स में, और एग्जाम से कुछ टाइम पहले इन टर्म्स को याद करके पढ़ के आप चले जाइए, क्योंकि दीज आर डाटा बेस्ड फैक्ट्स, you always have to memorize or remain in your mind for the exam point of view. Okay, there are no concepts or formula for this. ठीक, let's move further. What is glare? So as you know that in हिंदी में बोले तो एक तरीके से चमक और glare. So in English it is defined as the brightness within the field of vision of such characters so as to cause discomfort and interference in vision. So students, as we know that in our eyes there is part name is iris, there is also a part named pupil. This iris will control the amount of light received by the eyes. If a brightness within the field region or very bright light came to our eyes, so this iris will control the pupil, it will converge our pupil and our eyes get closed due to protect our eyes from this glare. So glare will give you the unpleasant reaction or very discomfort reaction to your eyes. Your eyes get closed to get protection from this glare और discomfortness. तो सिंपल सा है, ग्लेयर क्या है, ये चमक है सिंपल। हमारी आंख के अंदर दो पार्ट होते हैं, एक आइरिस एंड प्यूपल। दिस विल जस्ट फॉर नॉलेज पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू। सो व्हेन जब लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ लाइट विल केम इन अवर विद ब्राइट, मतलब ब्राइट लाइट जब हमारी आंखों में आती है, तो एज यू सी इन द पिक दिख रहा है, इफ यू विल सी दैट directly our eyes get closed because our brain control these parts to protect our eyes from this glare. So controlling of glare are done by reflector. I also discussed with this term as we go further. So this term will came in exam. ये टर्म आता है एग्जाम में, पूछा जाता है कि रिफ्लेक्टर किस लिए यूज करते हैं, वाई वी यूज रिफ्लेक्टर टू कंट्रोल द ग्लेयर और एलिमिनेट द ग्लेयर. ओके, सो दिस इज द सिंपल लाइव एग्जाम्पल मैंने पिक में दिया है आपको. यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है ये खुद देखिए आप, कितना ब्राइट सोर्स है, और अगर आप इसे डायरेक्टली देखेंगे तो आपकी आंखें क्या होगी, वहाँ पर चौंधिया जाएंगी, और यू हैव टू बी क्लोज योर आइज टू प्रोटेक्ट our eyes from this bright light. Okay, so let's move further. What is reflection factor? whole of the light incident on the reflecting surface is not reflected. Some portion is absorbed by the surface. Okay. So the ratio of reflected light to the incident light, this is the reflection factor. This term I will show you as we go further. But reflection factor is important. This asked in exams. Reflection factor क्या होता है? It is the ratio of reflected light to the incident light. That's it. This is our reflection factor. It is very important. Next term, lamp efficiency. It always came in exam. In what is lamp efficiency? It is defined as the visible radiation emitted by it in lumen per watt. Okay. So lamp efficiency is calculated in lumen per watt. Please keep in your mind. This term is very much important. So how much amount of lumen out per watt is called, it define our lumen lamp efficiency. Okay. So sunlight produce majority of radiation in the visible spectrum. Tungsten lamp produce small radiation, so its efficiency is poor. Okay. So as comparison to our, this is an comparison. So these comparison are done on the basis of efficiency. So efficiency is calculated in the term of lumen per watt. Okay. So as you get the idea of लैम्प एफिशिएंसी विद दीज एग्जांपल्स. ओके. सो आपको अब ये चीज़ समझ में आ गई होगी. कुछ नहीं है इसके अंदर. क्या है भाई, हमारा जो सन है वो मेजॉरिटी में रेडिएशन प्रोड्यूस कर रहा है, और टंगस्टन क्या है, उसका जो ल्यूमन पर वाट है वो क्या है, स्मॉल एज कंपैरिजन टू सन. सो उसकी एफिशिएंसी क्या है, पुअर हो जाएगी. ओके. सो जस्ट दिस टर्म you have to remain in your mind for the exam point of view. So let's move further. As you saw that this is gas filled lamp and this is vacuum filled lamp, means that this is our tungsten bulb we used in our older days, and gas filled is the sand tube light. Okay. So see the radiation, because this radiation is important for us because this is an visible radiation. Okay. So this visible radiation is important for our illumination purpose, because our eyes capable to see this radiation only. We are not able to see the ultraviolet radiation or infrared radiation. Okay guys, so you see from that point the efficiency of fluorescent tube light is greater than the efficiency of vacuum filled lamp. Okay, so here you get something about 20% and here we get less than 20%. So this will give you the idea of lamp efficiency. Okay. So I hope you will get the idea about lamp efficiency. So let's move further. कुछ नहीं है इसके अंदर हमारा. यहाँ पर क्या है कि ये जो गैस फील्ड वाला है ये फ्लोरेसेंट ट्यूबलाइट को शो कर रहा है, और वैक्यूम फील्ड लैम्प जो है टंगस्टन लैम्प को शो कर रहा है. तो आपको यहाँ देखने से ग्राफ से पता चल रहा है कि जो फ्लोरेसेंट ट्यूबलाइट है उसकी एफिशिएंसी ग्रेटर है एज कंपैरिजन टू टंगस्टन लैम्प. Okay guys, so this comparison that I made on the basis of lamp efficiency. So that's why this is much important for us for the comparison of different source light. तो different source light और illumination sources को compare करने के लिए मुझे क्या चाहिए, लैम्प efficiency चाहिए. Let's move further. Important for exam point of view, law of illuminations. Okay, so what is law of illuminations? The law illumination on a surface depend on the luminous intensity, as I previously told you, distance between the source. I also show you in the relationship between the E, I and L, and surface and the direction of light rays. Okay, so our illumination depend on these factors, but one thing that you remain in your mind, it will don't depend on the condition of surface. Okay, for illumination we required surface, but we doesn't matter with the condition of surface for illumination. So there are two important law, inverse square law, Lambert cosine law. Okay guys, so let's we discuss one by one these terms, these law. So what is inverse law? So it states that illumination of a surface is inversely proportional to the square of distance of the surface from the source. Means illumination is proportional to the intensity and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the source. Every time we learn this, for exam point of view, we learn that term, it is remain our mind. When after the exam gone, the term will gone. I want to मैं आपको ये चीज visualize कराना चाहता हूँ. Let's get the good view through the picture. What is inverse square law? So I use that pic to give you the idea of what is inverse square law. So this is our source and this is the surface. ठीक है, area 1 meter square. This is surface second, area 4 meter square. This is surface third, area 9 meter square, and these are surfaces are located from the source are respectively 1 meter, from this point 2 meter, and from this point it is 3 meter. So if the intensity is 36 lux at 1 meter, then it will be 9 lux at 2 meter and only 4 lux at 3 meter. So as far as you move far away from the source, the intensity will get reduced. Okay, and illumination on the surface will also be get reduced by that factor. Okay, so this is the important thing. So let's do some experiment. So I hope you will get the. So if you will saw that if the distance is close, intensity at the surface is very much more. As I go far from the source, the intensity of this light intensity of this source getting reduced and illumination on this surface is also get reduced. I hope आप ये एक्सपेरिमेंट खुद भी करके देखिएगा तो आपको ये आइडिया खुद ही लग जाएगा. So you will get the better idea. Okay guys, so I hope मैंने आपको ये अच्छे से समझाया होगा, आपको समझ में ये आया होगा. यानी जैसे जैसे हम मूव करेंगे, दूर जाएंगे सोर्स से, our intensity will get reduced and hence our illumination will also get reduced. Okay, so let's move further. So this condition is only applicable when the source and the surface are in perpendicular direction. both are in perpendicular. Okay, so let's move. It's not too much important, but this formula is important. Okay, so here don't be get confused with r, I upon d square also write. Lambert cosine law, very much important. So this law states that illumination on any surface is proportional to the cosine of angle between the direction of incident flux and perpendicular to the area. So here Newton will came in the scene cos theta. Okay, as we go through the definition, then we don't get the good idea. What is this Lambert cosine law? Okay, I will show you what is Lambert cosine law through the pic. Now, here you will get the idea. This is normal of the surface. So every time you don't always see the object directly from there. Sometime if you will just take in your eyes is over there. So how much amount of this light came in your eyes depending upon this angle. This is I and this will become I cos theta. Okay, so is proportional to the cosine of angle between the direction of incident flux. Okay, so this will depend on the, मतलब हम परपेंडिकुलर सरफेस को ना लेके हम क्या कर रहे हैं, हम टिल्टेड पोजीशन में अगर सोर्स को देख रहे हैं, ठीक है, हमारे सामने, लेट्स शो यू सम एग्जांपल. सो सरफेस को सामने से ना लेते हुए हम क्या कर रहे हैं, साइड में से अगर व्यू कर रहे हैं, तो this illumination is governed by the law of Lambert cosine law. For exam point of view, this is very much important. Please keep this formula in your mind. Okay, so let's move further. Let's discuss our new topic, lightning schemes, very much important. Before starting to the lightning scheme, we have to go for some basic term. Let's start. When the light fall on the polished metallic surface or silvered surface, then most of it reflected back according to the law of reflection. Already previously I also told you that, and angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection and their ratio will make our reflection factor. Now this is the important line. Only a small portion of incident light is absorbed and there is always a image of the source. So such reflections are called specular reflection. Okay. So these terms are used for designing of reflectors, and reflectors are used to avoid the glare. So what is specular reflection? I will show you in the pic. So before going to the pic, we have to go through that diffuse reflection. If the light is incident on the quartz surface like paper, frosted glass, painted ceiling, then it is scattered or diffused in all direction. Means the surface is like that. Light will fall on this surface and get diffused or scattered in all direction. And specular reflection, this is the smooth surface, light came, fall. Okay, this is incident ray, this is reflected ray, this is our smooth surface, this is our. So here the surface play very much important role. I will show you what is the exactly specular reflection and diffuse reflection. Now, this is the big important. Now you will see that